Hey folks, this is Dave coming at you from Michigan. Well, we got the garage doors in, and boy do they look beautiful. We really lucked out. We actually have, it matches the soffits pretty good. They just happen to have black walnut. We did not know that we could actually get a black walnut door before we did the black walnut up there, so that just really worked out good. This is a company that installed them, is a local company called Precision Door, really professional company. I was just happy they were straightforward with the pricing. They came in and knocked out both doors from beginning to end in about 2.5 hours, and then they ran us through the whole how it works. And you know, the way they have it set up, which is really nice, this keypad is one digit off of each other. One 4-digit number does this door, the other digit number, the last digit being the one digit higher, does this door. And yeah, it looks like it they put, and then these hardware, this is just preference, it doesn't really do anything. I guess it gives it like the 2 barnyard door look, but looks really nice. We went with the glass. They're insulated because we're going to have a heated floor inside there, and you can see how they said that they were glad that I got the aluminum in, and I'm glad I did too. The salesman said it's required, and you can tell why. They put their seal right on top of it. So yeah, and the sawmill came. Right now my son's over there. We're cutting a lot of really good timber from it, and with us two, now that we got the learning curve out of the way, it's taking us with about, if you work a full 7-8 hour day, you're getting through about 4 decent sized logs. I know a lot of sawyers out there will laugh at that, but this is just the LT15 start. We're going a little bit slower, making sure we're doing it right, squaring things up, but for the price, that was a really good one. It's just a good saw for the price, I guess. There's a lot more manual. There's no hydraulic stuff. You have to push it. It's a pull chain instead of the key turn start, but it's doing the job. Here, let me show you real quick. This is the walnut we got out of one log. So smaller pieces are on the top, but on some of these slabs, I mean, we're talking like 18-inch wide black walnut slabs. We cut these at 1.5 inches because I'm thinking the finish that I want the mill to plane and join them down to is about 1 1/8 inch stair tread. Stair treads that you buy, like oak ones from Home Depot, are usually about 1 inch, but since this can be custom, I think that it'd be better if we could go for about 1.1 inch stair tread. 1.25 inch starts looking a little gaudy. They're starting to get thick, but a nice thick 1.1 inch stair tread would be really cool. And I'm probably going to just leave them the natural look, obviously, and then just put some nice urethane on it, like 3 or 4 coats on them, and that'll look really sharp going up the stairs. We might even, like on the riser boards, we have some maple, and I saw a couple of videos that say that nice yellow maple looks really good with the black walnut, especially if you can get some of the yellow sapwood in some of the treads, but we'll see. But yeah, we're real happy. This is one log. We actually ended up getting about, those are like 3 by 3s, 3.5 by 3.5, but we just call them 3 by 3s. And if anyone sees this video that's into milling, because this video right now is just more of like what we're getting done, so I'm covering a couple different things, but I found that one of the better ways we were wondering how can we label the wood, because we're labeling it as we go, because my intention is to sell these. Like right here, this is all hickory right here. But what I ended up doing is I used the scrap aluminum over from like doing my fascia. And I just cut them into little pieces. Like this one, it says Q, which stands for quarter sawn hickory. I actually gave like 1 by 2, and then BFs for board foot 1.2. And the way that we've just been figuring out board foot is it's like the length in inches times the width and depth, I guess, thickness of the board, times all that together, and just divide that by 144, because there's 144 square inches in a square foot. There's other ways of doing it too, but I just convert everything to inches. You can convert everything into feet too, and I guess then you would divide it by 12, I think, or yeah, you just divide it by 12, I think, if you're doing it by the foot. But we just do thickness, width, length by inches, times all 3 of those together, and then divide by 144. That's how you find the board foot. We also have a little chart that has, it's like a card you pull out that shows you lengths and 1x4, 5, 6, 7, you know, all the way to 2x2, 2x3, that shows you the board foot. But some of these odd ones, that's how you'd figure it out if you're doing it yourself. But we found out that the scrap aluminum with a permanent marker, and then what we do is we take the aluminum finish nail it in about halfway and then bend it over, so that way a buyer can just simply see from the edge. Because good luck selling this wood if you're like, oh, we have a ton of hardwood slabs in stock ready, but we have no idea where it is. And then someone comes in here and says, hey, where's your black walnut? It's like, I have no idea. And we're putting them this way because I've noticed in my plant business, the tags fade tremendously in the sun. Like this is what it'll look like after a year. But if they're left in the shade, they'll last a long time. So here we got all these labeled. We're just taking the extra time to label them up because then we know what we have all the way to the length, dimensions, and exactly how many board foot, so it's easier to sell. Now, whoever buys from me, I'm gonna definitely give them, like for instance, these are like 8.5 feet, but I would sell it to them easily as just an 8-footer because you're gonna have some checking on the ends. Usually the outer 1 inch of the end of the boards in the rough sawn stage, I would say at least the last inch of a board is not even used. It's just cut as scrap. None of these ends are square. A lot of them have the chainsaw cut right from when you were cutting them in the woods. So anyways, that's what we're doing. We got the doors in. I'm gonna have a busy summer. My summer's gonna basically consist of getting all of this wood milled and putting my siding on and trying to sell some of my plants in my plants business. So any of you folks that watch my channel for the plants, I'm going to be doing a couple of videos here in the next week or two because I've been doing a little bit of work and spring is coming, and it seems like the spring is here early this year. Right now it's 47 degrees and sunny, and it's the middle of March, so I'll take it. But anyways, that's the update. I'm going to go help my son. It looks like he's about ready to cut another slab off that black walnut, and I tell you, one thing that people might not know is one of the reasons why black walnut's so expensive is just because it makes up 1% of the northeast forest in America. So a little fun fact for you. And the grain's beautiful and it's easy to work with, but red oak, not so much. Red oak is still a beautiful lumber. It's just, it's so plentiful. It's everywhere. And that's why it just demands a little bit less price. But anyways, just wanted to give you an update. This is Dave signing off.